Welcome to another video from the farm. Today we're starting our timber framed earth bag barn. So I've mentioned it in a few videos previously, but we've got planning permission for a massive barn to go here, and now's the time we're going to start building it finally. I'm building it in a super similar way to the chicken shed, if you've caught that video. So to start with, I'm going to be making a load of laminated base posts from all this tannalised wood. I'm basically just gluing and screwing 3 of these together so I can form a nice thick solid beam to put in the ground, cut a sort of little hinge on like that to then sit the posts to make the entire structure out of, on top of. Now the chicken shed was sort of a test with it and it works really well. So basically put these in, mark your level around the post, then cut the notch on the top of the ground post that we're going to make now. So crack on, start making a few of these. So I've learned from a mistake I did when I was doing the chicken house, and I glued these together all the way along, screwed them together all the way along. So when it comes to sort of this section here, when you're cutting your little shape on the end to lock the top post in, it's a lot more effort to be unscrewing it, cutting all the glue out and all that stuff. So this time, where we're painting to, where we're waterproofing, just going to stop gluing there, and then we've got this bit which we can screw together afterwards once we've got the notch cut in at the right place. So I quickly just painted all these last night as well, so we can crack on today with marking out and digging some holes. So I'm pretty roughly just marking all this out. I've got a string line set across the very end where I want the top end of the barn to go, and I've roughly measured out 14 metres, and as the barn's 12 metres, just gone in a metre, put a little mark on each end. So the next task, grab a couple more of these posts from the stockpile, and we'll put another string line out on either side to mark the edges. I'll fish out the massive set square we've got, corner square even, so I can roughly get the lines in 90-degree angles without having to measure it out properly. As I'm by myself, it's a bit awkward to do that. Not many of these left. I might have to go fish them out of the fields. Plenty of old fence to take out though, that we're replacing with more permanent proper fencing now. So yeah, a lot of these old posts knocking around. So if I can, I'm going to do this line for this edge as parallel to the polytunnel in the background as we can there. So everything's nice and squared up, because everything's pretty square so far off the polytunnel. So we may as well continue along that theme. Alright then, that's the rough grid laid out in strings. Crack on digging the holes out for the post for this bad boy. It's been a few weeks since I've actually done anything to the barn, apart from little bits and pieces at night. So we've got one edge all in position, squared up, and then started concreting last night. Did this one, just having a go at this one, and I remembered probably should film some of this. So I had a bit of a change of plans. I've gone ahead and just cracked on doing these 6 posts for the very end, which is going to be the bit of the lean-to addition for the barn, because yeah, we need to get this up ASAP now. And you can see over there, I've already raised one of the posts. Now I've also cracked on and I've laid a water pipe, a power cable to where the cabin area is going to be, and I'm laying another power cable and an internet cable over to the roundhouse. And then over here, rainwater all the way down there to where we're going to have a look upon the other side of that polytunnel. Slightly unorthodox way to do it, but fortunate because we've got so much to backfill here. We can just lay these right on the ground and then we'll come over the top with our hogging, cover them over. And yeah, the pipe will be under the ground deep enough, so will the drain. Mentioned already, doing all the posts exactly the same way as we did the big chicken house. Lock and key mechanism there with the beam. She's a beauty. So I'm probably going to crack on finishing off this lean-to posts, connections to the very end wall of the barn here, and then I'll come back to filming the rest of these posts going in so we can complete this first video on building our earth bag barn. I can only apologise that I'm skipping various steps on this build, but again, this is a needs must scenario. Time is of the essence. Alright, a little bit more action. Got the rest of the barn framed out, all the posts in position, a couple of holes left to dig, but not many. Most of them are in the right spot now. And yeah, started spreading out some more of these potato stones we got off a local farm. And then yep, huge part of this hogging also. And yeah, we've got a good bit of scale to the building now. Mentioned previously, I'm doing the lean-to first, got the rest of the posts on. Right, so I think I'll add one more job in just before I end this video, as I've skipped quite a few of the stages so far. Been a rush job in terms of getting it done, so not been able to sort of be stopping and starting footage like I'd want to. I've also been trying to do a bit of it in the dark, which is not ideal for this GoPro. Alright, so another little update. Hell for leather. We've got quite a bit in now, all the way down there where the container's going to sit. You can see Baz digging out the footings for them now. And we've got a few more of these concreted in, and then yeah, lean-to's done. Obviously got this internal wall which will be in the barn to finish off, but all sealed up weather tight apart from that one end. Needs tiny bit more of this membrane stuff as well, and then we're good to go. Yeah, also you'll probably catch this video coming, burning the cladding for the barn, and if I don't say so myself, looks pretty goddamn good. So gone ahead, done quite a bit more, and got all the posts in and got it backfilled up to the level of where we're going to have the floor, the same as the lean-to on the end. And I've done the sloping away to the other side over there, so we've got our nice parking area. So I think I'll wrap this video up here. It's a bit of a rush on this one, and it's been a couple of months of sort of doing bits on it here and there really, because obviously I had to do the lean-to first behind me. So yeah, I'll wrap this video up here then. Back on the case now, so we'll be doing much more detailed videos on this barn as it's going up. Until next time then, bye bye.